Welcome to the first of its kind Women's Health Wednesday. I'm going to go ahead and hit the record button. And I would be remiss if I didn't tell you that this idea came about in January. And in January, I said, you know what? I need to spend as much time working on myself as I spend working on my business. And I dragged my feet. So if you're somebody who struggles with procrastination, you are not alone. And we tend to procrastinate on those things that are the hardest for us. So, in the spirit of finishing what I start, I said, let me go ahead and get this started. It doesn't have to be perfect, but it started. So that's the lesson. Definitely write that down. If you don't already have a notebook or journal for Women's Health Wednesday, I'm sure we're going to be creating one real soon. So hang in there. But for now, get you a notebook and write some stuff down because this is all about you, mind, body, and spirit. Because they are also interconnected. It's very, very hard to have one right and not have the other right. So the name of tonight's broadcast is The Road to Good Health is Paved with Snacks and Fried Chicken. And what that means is that anything worth doing is going to be super hard. And the minute, has anybody ever noticed, now I'm just going to be honest and y'all tell me in the chat, the minute you say you finna lose some weight, everything bad starts showing up. Your neighbor want to drop off a leftover chocolate cake. KFC want to have a $2 bucket sale. Y'all got to talk to me in the chat now to make me feel like I'm not alone. It's like the minute that I say I'm going to do better and I'm going to do more, it seems like everything that could sabotage me starts to show up. Well, if you notice, the same is probably true in your business. The same is probably true for everything in your life. The minute that you start to say, I'm going to take control, I'm going to take this back over, things start to happen. And I always say the devil is busy, but we have to be busier. So with that being said, I want to introduce my guest tonight, as well as our moderator, Stephanie Nixon. And we're just going to have a conversation. And at the end of the conversation, we'll give you some tools and some opportunities to do better. But as everything, whether it's your money, whether it's your health, whether it's your mindset, you have to make the choice. You have to make the decision to do better. And nobody can make it but you. Nobody can make that but you. And just like building your business, just like creating generational wealth, just like building a legacy, it's going to be hard. But anything worth having is worth working hard for. As Betty Wright says, no pain, no pain, no gain. No. That was an old woman standing under the tree. She called me over and she said to me, Stephanie, you know that song? My days
Yes.
left here may not be
Not be
long.
long.
I wouldn't waste my time telling you nothing
Nothing
wrong.
wrong. That's right. That's right.
So it's just like everything else, no pain, no gain. So the first thing I want to do is I want you guys to be committed to join us here every Wednesday at 7 p.m. Treat it like it's the gym. And if I can, no, Shenanigans said, love is a flower. The sun and the rain. If you learn these secrets, how to
How to
forgive,
forget.
a longer and a better life you'll live. No pain,
No
no
pain.
pain, no gain, no. So listen, we're gonna have some fun because you just can't take things too seriously. We're gonna set some goals for ourselves. We're gonna get some help doing the things that we haven't been able to do. But if I can get your commitment to bring at least 2 friends back with you next week, go ahead and say me in the chat. If I can get your commitment, because we want to make this a thing, We show up, and we talk about everything else. We show up and we make time for everything else. When are we going to show up and make time for ourselves? So if no, Will talking about his ears hurt. Will say it's true his favorite cookies go on sale. Absolutely. Absolutely. Anytime you trying to do better. So we got a commitment for tequila to bring some friends back. We got, and because this is in this new season, I'm so no wallflowers. People go from video to video looking, but not participating. People go from program to program saying that they're going to get better, but not taking any action. So if the only action you can take is to bring somebody back with you, go ahead and say me in the chat. Because to even have the opportunity to be here is a blessing. So in order to participate, and you know, it's one of that you reap what you sow. So we're going to be sowing into you, but who are you going to bring back so that you can sow a seed into somebody else? Lori said me. Who else? I'm waiting. It could be your mama. It could be your auntie. It could be a friend else. And I'm not going to move on a few more commitments. Renelle said me, because this journey is hard enough by yourself. Burdell said me. It's hard enough by yourself. You definitely want to bring, good evening, Danya, as many people as you can on this journey. So with that being said, we're going to be open to your questions. We're going to be open to your comments. If you want to come over and share, Vicky said me, definitely let us know. Tequila, you want to introduce yourself and tell us about your personal journey and one of the reasons that you're here tonight.
Hi, everyone. How are y'all? And thank you so much for allowing me to be on your platform, Danielle. It is truly an honor because of what you have established as yourself as a respected person online. So your presence and the people that you get in front of, I don't take that for granted. So thank you. Thank you, Stephanie, for inviting me. Basically, my name is Tequila Adolph. I am 49 years old. I'm not scared to say my age because I'm very proud of my age, because at the age of 29, I look like I was 50. So there's been some trials. When I was younger, I was extremely skinny. And I had a lot of mental issues, not thinking that myself was pretty. And in high school, I had an abusive relationship where, because I just settled. As I got out of high school, I immediately got pregnant at the age of at the age of 18, right in the first of college. And so there was a lot of mental issues that I struggled with. Eventually, I got married in my late 20s, but at that time, I was skinny, thinking I was in perfect shape. The reason I'm on here because I wanted to reach out to women to let people know that life isn't perfect and there's so much under the seams that, you know, I'm just like you. I don't have it all together. And even though it seems on that surface that I do, there's some lot of issues that go on in my mind that I'm still struggle with. So I wanted to come on to share about the obvious, being physically fit, getting into shape, but also to share mental awareness in order to get to make your money. Because if you don't have it all together, I don't care how much money you make, there's going to be some issues that's going to break. And then all the money that you make would immediately be gone the next day within hours.
And the same thing for being thin. You could be as thin in the world, but thin and broke is not a good match. So just finding that good middle ground.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Yeah.
you could be thin and rich and crazy as a Betsy bug, and that's not a good place either. So
No.
really finding that balance between being healthy spiritually and mentally, being healthy in body, and then also being healthy in your bank account and knowing that there's nothing wrong with it. One thing I want everybody to type in the chat, I want you to type in, I want it all. Because as women, we seem to feel like we have to choose. Do I choose getting in shape or do I choose working on my business? Do I choose being mentally sane or do I choose, being physically fit? And the truth of the matter is there's absolutely nothing wrong with asking the Most High to deliver all of it to us. We just have to know that where our focus goes, where our attention goes, so goes our results. One of the things I want to do in on this platform is really give women an opportunity to let them know you're not by yourself. You're not by yourself struggling with your weight loss. You're not by yourself struggling with your anxiety issues. Can I get some amens in the chat? You're not by yourself struggling to balance it all. You're not by yourself struggling to keep it all together. And people look at me and they say, well, coach, you got it all together, girl. On Monday, I might shit it. On Tuesday, it may all go to hell. I might pull it back together in some type of corset on Wednesday for public presentation, and by Thursday, it's shot to hell again. So that's just life. Like Tequila said, there's nothing perfect about it. Just I want us to get to a place where we're not so arrested by our thoughts. And Stephanie, Tequila, I'm gonna let y'all weigh in on, because our thoughts are keeping us fat, our thoughts are keeping us broke, our thoughts are filling us with anxiety, our thoughts are keeping us at jobs that are not worthy of us, in relationships that are not worthy of us, and in situation, houses, and cars that are not worthy of us.
Mm-hmm.
And we sit there as if we don't have a choice. And the truth of the matter is, we have all the choice in the world.
Right. And then what happens is sometimes we get caught up playing those mind games with ourselves. For instance, I'm putting mine all out there because I don't mind. I know 3 different kinds of wardrobes in my closet as we speak. And I swear I'm going to get into the smaller size. I've been saying that for the last 10, 12, 15 years. And they still fit. I ain't
Now,
got
I
back in
don't
there.
think, now, so let's talk about motivation. So the fact that you want to get back into your smaller size, I don't think that's a bad thing. But now, if every day you walking past them clothes and you saying you want to get back in the smaller size and you ain't hit narrow gym, ate a piece of vegetable, a piece of fruit, laying up with a bucket of fried chicken and a gallon of ice cream, now that lies the problem. Okay, the problem is not the motivation. I think that sometimes miss, and you ain't got to keep all the clothes,
Mm-hmm.
but are they? And then it's strategic too. Are they buried in the closet where you never really see them unless you clean out the closet, or take that one piece out and hang that one piece on your closet door, or hang that one piece on your vanity somewhere where you can always see it,
Mm-hmm.
and let that be your motivation. I know that I wrote all my goals on my wall for the last, it'll probably be 3 weeks now, going on 30 days. And it has made me more productive because I can't duck them. I can't hide them. They're not in a notebook and I can't put the notebook. They are in my face. And every single day I got to answer the question, whether it's a client project, my own project, my health goal, or my revenue goal.
Mm-hmm.
Are you working on your stuff?
Well, that's the mind trick, right? I have it. I can even put it out. But then the choosing becomes, do I want that greasy bucket of chicken or do I want that grilled, no taste chicken?
And that's why I say sometimes you got to put not just even the goal in front of you, but the motivation too. Tequila, you want to talk about that?
Um, and Stephanie, I have the same thing. And because I have a roller coaster of weight gain and loss, my motivation kind of was life threatening because I became really sick when I lost a lot of weight and I was doing it the wrong way. And my motivation changed from getting attention and being in front of everybody's face as the cute, skinny girl that I turned into to just living life. So
That's so
you
good,
have to,
Tequila.
Mhm.
because it really was. I'm not gonna lie, I'm selfish. And that's that's how I live. And when I started getting attention, I wanted to change. I wanted to get rid of my children, my marriage, and I just wanted to live my life. And I couldn't. And God took it and said, you know what, you think you're healthy, you're not. And at the skinniest stage in my life, I was diagnosed with diverticulosis. And to this day, I still have it. I had surgery and but they just couldn't get it all out. So I had to change. I still have all those clothes, which I have to give away. But what I suggest on motivation now, give those clothes away because they're probably out of style and just buy one new outfit. And like she said, put it out there. Or not even buy a new outfit. Just say, I'm going to buy this wardrobe and then have a picture in your bathroom, and that's in order to get that wardrobe you have to make this amount of money and you have to lose this amount of weight,
Mhm.
because if you keep trying to fit those old clothes, as you change you're going to buy new clothes anyway. And that's what I end up doing. As I gained weight, I bought new clothes. As I lost weight, I didn't want to wear those because my goal was I lost weight, I need some new clothes.
Mhm.
So that is it. But my motivation is got to be stronger, and you got to have that accountability partner. And I
Your
think
motivation, finish the sentence. Your motivation has to be stronger than your comfort level now. That's
yeah,
being broke. That's losing weight. That is whatever. If you can't find a motivation that's stronger than how comfortable you are now,
Mhm.
whatever your current situation is, I'll give you an example. I have a lot of clients that balance a business they have to work with a digital marketing business. They may be salon owners. They may have some type of other business, nail technicians. Those businesses they have to work.
mhm,
Daycare owners. They could make way more money over here doing the digital marketing because they could automate, save a lot on payroll, save a lot on goods, not have to sell a product, not have the overhead, but because they're comfortable,
mhm.
because they're comfortable doing that thing that they've been doing until something happens to make them uncomfortable. It's just very hard for people to change.
Yeah.
Very hard. And the message I want to get to women is don't wait. Don't wait until you're sick. Don't wait until you're broke. Don't wait until the bottom falls out. God has given you a gift. Use your gift every day.
Mhm.
So this is going to be my personal accountability space where I come to and talk to you about, and I'm not trying to, one of the things that has derailed me in the past when I tried to eat better, live better, is to do it all at once. Because don't get it twisted. Just because a girl is big, don't mean I don't know all the calorie counts. I know all the weight loss program. I know slim fast and slim slow. I know keto and keto. I know the North Beach and the South Beach. I know Atkins and Akins. I've had the shredded cabbage died, the Beyonce juice died, the hug a pillow at night died, the cabbage soup died, every diet known to man. And it just doesn't take all that. It just takes a commitment to say, I'm gonna watch what I put in my mouth. I'm gonna watch how many steps I take. And I'm just gonna be committed to doing something different. So I wrote my health regimen on the wall. And every week I just add to it. So the first thing I did was I started with my Tava. So I do the coffee and Troy do the tea. And I stopped drinking these.
Mm-hmm.
And I was drinking about 3 a day, which is about, and one can's only 140 calories. But if you drink 3 a day, that's 520 extra calories, just liquid. So the it was, I went through everything and made it 0. No
Coach,
sodas.
how much sugar was in that? Because I think that's the key too. A lot of people say, well, it's just, that means I skip breakfast, but it has a lot of sugar in those.
Hello, carry the one. 22, it said 11 grams. No, 18 grams. No, total carbs, 18 grams. Fiber, 0 grams. Total sugar, 18 grams, including 11 grams of added sugar.
Yep, you're right, Joyce. Added
So
sugar.
3 of these is your daily, it says 22%. So 3 of these is 66% of your sugar for the day. So what I went to was black coffee. I add the Tava coffee in there. I use the sugar-free creamer that has 30 calories and 0 added sugars. And I add that. So that was my first step. The second step was I'm going to add more water. I'm going to take away all sugar drinks.
Mm-hmm.
I will allow myself a half a bottle of orange juice every other day. You got to watch orange juice, fruit juice, sodas.
Liquor.
I don't drink.
I know, but I'm just saying that's what people do.
Liquor, wine, all of that is full of sugar. So I said, if I just focus on getting more water and getting rid of the added calories from sugary drinks, that's going to help. The next week I said, okay, let me focus more on fruits and vegetables. So that Bragg's apple cider vinegar, they got a dressing. So I cut my tomatoes and onions up, and that's it. That's like 2 snacks today. Mm-hmm. And pour the apple cider on that. Maybe a banana every other day, eating cherries, plums. If I want a snack, I want to eat something that's as close to its natural form as possible. Mm-hmm. So no granola bars, because that's been through the factory. Mm-hmm. I'm better off with a bowl of Raisin Bran cereal than I am a granola bar. Mm-hmm. So just doing what makes sense, and and watching the whites. Mm-hmm. Steering clear the whites. The white breads, I got the Dave's Killer Bread, the low calorie version. It's only 45 calories a slice, because it's whole grain. No white rice or limited white rice, maybe once a week. Watching what I eat. If you just choose 5 things you're gonna do. Mm-hmm. Somebody say choose 5. So if you get rid of the sodas, that's 1. Drink more water. That's 2. Get rid of the carbs, and it does not have to be all carbs. You can do sweet potatoes. You can do butternut squash. You can do carrots. Just 2. Are you going to eat more beans? Are you going to eat less? Just choose 5 things. And once every week, focus on that one thing until they become a habit. You can do the same thing in your business. Choose 5 things. So number 1 is your profit. I'm going to making money every day a habit. Now, for my clients, I got a new video I want y'all to watch called Thin Air Thousands. So I'm going to focus on my profits. 2, I'm going to focus on my exposure. I'm going to go live more or go on Clubhouse more. That's what I'm going to do the next week. Stunting is a habit. Everything is a habit. 3, I'm going to work on building my brand ambassadors. That's what I'm going to focus on this week. 4, I'm going to work on building me a team. Every week, just pick one thing and laser focus on that one thing until you've got it down pat. If that means you got to step, some days I don't do good, some weeks I don't. And instead of waiting on Monday to start all over again, I stop right where I'm at and start. And so I want you guys to use this as the catapult for your weekly start over. Whether it's your business habits, whether it's your procrastination, give yourself a goal. Say by next Wednesday, I'm going to improve on my earnings. Where before I was not tracking how much money I made every week, I'm going to track, because anything you track improves. So maybe I'll get us a tracker created. We track our money, we track our health, and we track our mind. Because you got to start weeding some of those negative thoughts out of your mind. You got to start having power. You got to have mind control over mind control. So, and then don't be afraid to use tools. Don't be afraid to get you some type of this that I use. And then I got these appetite control, but I think Taba has some appetite control too. So I got these. I can't see it. You got to tilt it. I make sure I take my vitamins every day, because believe it or not, when your vitamin level is off, it will make you overeat the wrong things. So I have my vitamin level, and this is over the last 3 or 4 weeks. And if y'all want to see, hold on. Y'all want to see my goals? It's ugly.
We want to see, Coach.
If you see, my goal is to lose 50 pounds. So the first one says daily Taba coffee. That was week 1. The second one says 6 waters a day. Then fruits and vegetables daily. And then vitamins daily and a bi-weekly cleanse. And then I got this thing called joint juice, which is glucosamine chondroitin. 1 of them a day. I'm gonna get my teeth clean, whiten. Then complex 14-day cleanse. And then I got 2 smoothies a day. But then over here on this wall, that's the storage closet for my events. So don't be talking no noise to my house of men. That's the event storage closet. If you want to look in there, you see air conditioning, the boxes and gift bags. But anyway, so that's my daily health regimen. And if you look, it says iron, vitamins, Metamucil, intermittent fasting, vegetables, fruits, shakes, one water an hour, track all food and water, brush my teeth 3 times a day, brighten my face. And then part 2 is a weekly exercise plan and going to swim lessons. And then part 3 is a weekly sleep plan and sleep study. All three of those things, are critical to your weight loss. Some of you not getting enough sleep, it will make you fat. Stress will make you fat. So it's just the small steps. So if your money is jacked up, you need to do the same thing with your money. You need to put your money goals. I got a whole nother flyer over here that says earn $3,000 to $5,000 a day. My monthly goal for revenue is $100,000 in cash and $200,000 in contracts. That's $300,000 a month, which is right at $3.5 million a year, which is double of what my goal is to make annually. And I got my marketing plan on the wall. I got my brand awareness campaigns on the wall, all that. So if your issue is sleep, Miss Burdell, I put a diffuser in my office and I put one in my bedroom. In my office, I diffuse orange, lemon, peppermint, which is appetite suppressant, grapefruit, which is an appetite suppressant. In my bedroom, I diffuse lavender, bergamot, jasmine, all the things that make you sleep. Cut your lights off, turn your TV off, do whatever you have to do. So I'm convinced, but if you guys got a question, I don't want to take over the conversation with what I'm doing. It seemed like I kind of have.
It's okay, Coach. Let me say this. Everything that you just shared with everyone in the world is the number one thing is preparation. And I'll have to say, I was there with Coach about 3 weeks ago. I didn't realize that she was prepping, but now that I'm hearing her, I remember pieces of the conversation where she was mapping out what pills she was going to take and what days and how she was going to, do it. It wasn't making sense to me at the time, other than she's just taking care of herself. Now, full circle, seeing that it was planning, intentional. And you have to do that in business and in life and about your health and taking care of you. If you're not taking care of you, if you're not well, then you're not going to be able to enjoy the wealth.
And if you broke, you're not going to be able to enjoy life.
Amen.
So I have a shelf behind me for all my vitamins, and I move them back and forth every day. So when I take them all off the shelf. As I take them, I put them back on the shelf. That's how I keep from forgetting to take them. So it's just little things that hopefully over time, as you take out the things that went 7 days without eating out, that's huge. When you eat out, you gotta watch what you eat. That's huge. But it's just the little things and replacing them so that they don't become big things. I didn't gain weight overnight. This weight gain has been literally the last 10 years of working 2 and 3 jobs. And if I can catch another female before she does it, let me help her get the balance up front. I tell people that don't have a job, look, you can't spend all your time in the gym, buddy, because when you had a job, you weren't spending all your time in the gym then. So you still have to find the balance of being clocked in for your business. Joyce, I take so many vitamins a day, they don't even fit in that little container. That little hole, my Power Zinc alone, 2 of them and fill a little hole up.
Mm-hmm. And if you just eat once a day too, Coach, and then you're trying to figure out, how am I gaining weight? I'm only eating once a day. That's a problem what I was doing.
Because Tequila would tell you, I do not eat a lot. And even when I do, I don't eat a lot. But my metabolism was trash. My metabolism was trash.
And a lot of the times, it's like she said, you have to be intentional on your day. when Coach started really gaining weight was because she would get up early in the morning, and then a couple hours later she would take a nap. Then she would maybe eat a little bit, and then she's off all the whole 10 hours online or doing something. You have to move around. You have to get out. I'm so happy that she's scared. She's not scared of COVID anymore because she's out of the house. but
You gotta tell everybody my scary business.
she was scared. And well, because somebody else still is. Guys, we have to get out. You have to even just walk around your block. Because I'm not even going to say walk up and down stairs or walk around your couch. No, you have to get out because the air helps and your healing too.
And the sun.
Yeah, and the sun. All of that. Because if you don't move around, even if you change how you eat and how much you eat, it's still not going to work right with your body. And you have to be intentional on setting your days on what time you're going to eat. And I know it's hard because, I'm out all the time. And when COVID hit, my husband and I went crazy because we was like, "Ooh, we're not eating in no restaurants." So we would have to make an intention to go to a grocery store, and we would make sandwiches and put it in the car and eat with us. And you have to do that because that trains you to the mind, being mindful of what type of food you're eating. You're picking out your own foods. And the fast food, you don't know if that person is sick or what they added to the food. And even when you go to the finest restaurants, it's still added stuff. You have to be mindful on your food because that's going to give you the fuel to move around. And then moving after you eat. After you eat, stop eating late at night. And I know it's hard because I'm busy too, and I'm an entrepreneur as well. But you gotta have a cutoff point, 6 or 7, 8 o'clock the latest. And if you didn't schedule your day to accommodate that 8 o'clock, and it's not a special holiday or something, then at that point, that's when you need to start, because your body is not changing those calories and stuff. So you have to move when you eat, after you eat.
And I'm gonna tell you something too, guys. Whatever you focus on changes. That's why we're committed to doing this every other Wednesday. Because to be honest, this is the first conversation I've had about being healthy in a long. If you, this is your first conversation where you really took seriously. I need to eat better. I need to sleep better. I need to water. I need to be focused. I need to exercise more. Just say me in the chat. Because I know I couldn't be the only one, because we let everything else overwhelm what we're supposed to be doing for ourselves. So I know maybe y'all think about it all the time. I don't. I let other things overwhelm me. And so to me, this conversation has been great because it's going to keep me on track. And I need something, and whether y'all show up or not, I'm going to tell y'all the same thing I do by class. I'm going to make my money. Whether y'all show up or not, I'm going to get fined. So you might want to figure out your way to get here with me every other Wednesday and bring a friend, because again, it's just, I'm a firm believer that if I'm going to take people on a journey, if I'm going to go on a journey and it's a good journey, I'm going to take as many people as possible with me. So I'm committed to this journey. So Tequila, can you let them know? Do you have a bit.ly, or do you want them to reach out to you directly if they're interested in Tava? All of you guys running around, if you got 100 friends that need to lose weight, girl, create a little health club with them and offer them some Tava, and y'all meet it's just so many ways to make money. Why would you not? Create your little health club with them. Say we're going to meet and hold each other accountable. They can go create their own little health club. And before you know it, you got some extra money coming in and you getting fined. And I mean, to me, you can't beat that. So Tequila, do you have any way they can contact you, or do they reach out to you directly? If you check your emails tomorrow, We will have the links in there for you to reach out to Tequila. Also, for those of you who are interested in joining our women's online networking membership, or even having an interview for leadership, those links will be in there as well. But Tequila, do you have a link for them to reach out to you?
I do have a link, Coach, but concerning this, I rather speak to them one-on-one.
Okay, so they can DM you directly, or if you check your email tomorrow, we'll have a link for you to schedule a call with Tequila.
Yeah, because we got to know what path you want to do, because a lot of people, they just might not have time to build, but they want to consume their own product. They want to be a product of the product. And then a lot of people want to make money. And this company has been, and I've been with a lot of health and wellness companies, has dramatically changed. The products work, and you actually do get paid. You make money automatically.
That is awesome, Tequila. Thank you. Thank you.
Do I have time to tell what products? So it's really quick products that they have. For the vitamins, I think because I'm on this green screen. Hold on, I'm sorry. And I think that's why it's not showing. Let me get out of here. Okay, so this next, the products that I have, sorry about that. Okay, this, I guess because of the light, it's called Ballet 30. And basically, it's liquid vitamins. And all of the stuff that Coach was saying, the glucosamine.
Yeah, Mr. Troy, he used to love them. Oh, I need to order him a bottle of that. He loved that. He said he feel like running around the house when he take it.
Yes, it's all in one shot. I had when I gained weight, all of a sudden my knees start hurting and my hips hurt when I sleep. You know, when you lay on your side too long. Your hips, this stuff helps.
Talk about that though.
And this is the flare, and basically these are
only closer to the camera, T.
Okay.
There's a spot where you can get to the camera.
There you go.
There you go.
Okay, it's called Flare, and basically what that is, you take a capsule every day for 30 days. But the main thing, and then you heard about the coffee. The coffee is help you lose weight, but and give you energy and focus. It has CBD in it, so it calms you down.
That's another reason y'all been seeing me beasting out, like just straight crazy beasting, because it keeps me from being, and for some reason, the CBD calms me down.
Yes, and it's not the weed.
It's not the swoopy, no.
Yeah, it's not that.
It just is a very calm and a very deliberate focus.
Yes, and my son is 19 and he has ADD, but he takes the coffee and things don't bother him as much. So that's one of the things. But the main thing and our biggest product is the tea, and it's a detox.
Mr. Troy swear by it.
You can lose 5
pounds. Coffee's not detox, is it?
It's a way, it suppresses your appetite a little bit, but it's not detox. It's the tea that has all of the detox materials in there, and that's why to meet people one-on-one, to go
stay
over
close
everything
to your house.
Yes.
The first time you take it, stay real close to your. Don't take it. Put no white suit on and go out. And get stuck in traffic.
And as soon as you take it, it depends on your body.
The detox cleans you out.
It'll work throughout the time that you eat stuff throughout the day.
Said, don't be in Target, go home. There's something wrong with D. Morris.
But basically, you want to detox yourself out. You want to lose that, cleanse yourself out, and then start with everything else, because then you're working with a whole new system. But the accountability, the training, all of that is done online. You make your money. I mean, it's just, it's an amazing company. And here's the key, it just started in 2019. And so everybody always say, well, it's an MLM. Well, this is an MLM you're actually getting on the ground floor. And it's not even 2 years old yet.
I will give y'all a word to the wise. Don't disrupt your normal business patterns to go do nothing else. But if it's something you're going, that is the key to multiple streams of income. If it's something that you're going to do already, the biggest problem I see with people is they let this take over their brand. No. This should be something you're offering on the back end to friends and family. This should be something that you're doing kind of behind closed doors. There should be no brand confusion as to what you're doing unless you are a health coach. If you are a health coach, then it goes right in and in with your brand. But if not, then it's definitely something that is for private conversations, which is why all of you need your own communities, because as you get your own communities and you have private calls, these are things you can introduce to them inside the community, and it doesn't, again, cause that brand confusion. So I want to thank Tequila for coming on board. If any of you guys are interested in being a sponsor for any of our upcoming Women's Health Wednesdays, definitely reach out to myself or Stephanie. I've enjoyed the conversation immensely. I want to open it up and see if anybody has any questions for these last few minutes. Is there one? And coming, in the future, we would love to see you guys bring your questions. We want you guys to talk about your journey. I don't want to be the only one. So if you're comfortable as you come back, make sure you raise your hand and come over and join the conversation. I want this to be a safe space for people to be able to talk about what's going on. One of the things I will say in closing, and my grandmother used to always say, there's nothing new under the sun. So what does that mean? That means that anything you're going through, somebody else is probably going through it too. You do not have to suffer in silence. You do not have to suffer in a silo. You don't have to sit in your bed and feel like you're the only one that's going through this. It is the camaraderie and the sisterhood and the teamwork that is gonna make us great. And what you're gonna find is you start talking to women in general of all sizes, skin tones, and colors. We all got a very similar cross to bear. And in bearing that cross of our families, our husbands, our children, our businesses, our jobs, sometimes we lose the cross of ourselves. And the only way we can keep ourselves closer to that cross is by coming together and working out what works for all of us. Somebody somewhere has a plan or pieces of a plan that work for you, whether it's you need help with your money, you need help with your spiritual mindset, your psychiatric mindset, your physical body, whatever it is, somebody has something that can help you. You got to be willing to reach out for the help, show up for the help, and execute the help when it comes. So look forward to your emails tomorrow for the links to be able to join one or get more information from Tequila, or reach out to her directly on social media. You guys, give yourselves a round of applause for making it through the first Women's Health Wednesday. I hope you enjoyed yourself, and I hope to see you 2 Wednesdays from now.